Y'all. Listen, I'm sure this has happened to a few of you, but it's the first time that it's happened to me, so stick with me because I have some thoughts. So, a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, I randomly commented on some random post on Facebook. It must have had something to do with the male loneliness epidemic. I don't know what it was. I can't find it. I honestly don't care that much. But I know that because I usually don't comment on things at all ever, just because I hate getting the notifications for weeks, months, years hence. This person's commenting on whatever. Anyway, so I normally don't comment on anything at all. But I know that in the last month, that's like the only thing that I've commented on. So I get a notification from Facebook that says there's a comment that's been hidden or something. It's like a notification I've never gotten before. And I click on it, and this random fucking loser named Jamal has commented. He's a complete stranger. He's went through my videos on my page on Facebook and commented on one, and it basically writes a book. And he's like, nobody gives a fuck about you, bitch. You know, just all kinds of shit. Like, you need to learn how to shut the fuck up. On and on and on. And I'm like, what the? And in that paragraph, he said something about the male loneliness epidemic. So I was like, okay, he's a stranger who came to seek me out after I made a comment that he didn't like. You couldn't pay me. Like, you could not pay me to go. Anyway, so I send him a message and I'm like, listen, you fucking loser. Who are you? Who gives a fuck? Like, what? Anyway, that prompts me to, long story short, I end up with 21 or 22 messages in the past 3 weeks that I did not know that I had, because these people are strangers. Their messages are going to this like random like inbox, right? It's not like showing up in my notifications. It's like hidden requests or whatever. Over 20 messages from complete strangers telling me to off myself, telling me that I'm nothing but a hole, on and on and on and on and on. And at first I was like crying. I was laughing so hard. Some of them though were literally like, I'm gonna find you type deal. All right. And I just thought, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm sure it was something to the tune of, you know, women, we've had a mass awakening, especially my generation, millennials, a mass awakening of, you know, 50-50, the only thing you do is work, and you want to cheat, and you want us to do all the child rearing, cooking. No, like, it's not worth it, right? You have no emotional intelligence, no actual intelligence. You know, you're the literal definition of a man-child. So those men are being weeded out. We're, you know, completely staying away from those men. It's a huge thing that's happening. We all know it. And these men are not they're freaking out, right? They're actually freaking out. We're watching Darwinism happen. These men are being weeded out. No one's procreating with these losers. They've decided to not evolve, so they're being left behind. Bye. And they're losing their shit. I know there's such a thing as, what's it called? Passport bros or whatever. The men who are like, I'm going to another country to get a wife. You couldn't pay me to care. You quite literally could not pay me to care. I'm glad that you're advertising that you want a servant, a slave. I'm glad that you're openly advertising that so the rest of us can stay away from you. I mean, right? You couldn't pay me to go say something to them like, oh, like literally you couldn't pay me to say anything about, I can't even think of something that I would say. That's how much I don't fucking care. Like, you want to go to another country because women in the United States ain't shit, whatever. Okay. Thank you for announcing that. Just like I am actually glad when men like Jamal come and write shit. Like, thank you for outing yourself as a nothing ass loser. Thank you. I appreciate that. But we're literally watching these men get left behind because we're like, we've woken up, right? We've woken up. But I just thought it was so crazy that I literally would have just been like, oh yeah, women are realizing basically that it's not worth it anymore to try to, stick with men when they're struggling. It will never benefit us. Well, you know what I mean? Don't date a man when he's down and out. Don't try to be a ride or die. All you're ever going to do is die, whatever. If they don't have their shit together already, then bye. Or, it's more peaceful, life is better, etc., to be alone versus being with an insecure, lying, cheating, manipulating man-child, right? Like, it's easier, it's better, whatever. But I literally am getting death threats because I said these men have sought me out because they were because a hit dog will holler, and they were so mortally offended because it hit them right to their core, right? Because that's who they are. They are those nothing ass losers who are being left behind, and now they're threatening my life. Like, anyway, I'm sure it's happened to a lot of you, but it's the first time it's happened to me, and I just couldn't believe that I had more than 20 messages. It blew my head off.